Concussions in football are too much of a recurring injury that are negatively having a lifelong impact on football players. With football players not having proper head equipment, they are getting severe head injuries, which is taking a toll on them and on the sport. Getting better helmets for the sport must be a priority for the safety of the game. I have known that the helmets in football were not very protective for players because I have done past research on it and I've watched documentary information on the safety of the game in helmets. Today I will be discussing why the players getting severe head injuries is a problem, what causes them, and how they can fix it. First, I will be discussing why players are getting severe head injuries in football. According to an article by Brain Injury Law Center, scientists did a study on 202 deceased former NFL players, in which 99% of them suffered from CTE, which is a type of brain damage. Football is the sport with the most head injuries out of all the sports in the world. Concussions and brain injuries in former players have really caused a lot of mental and physical damage, which causes them to have CTE. Football concussions occur in every 5.5 football games played through high school all the way up to the NFL. Players coming back from a head injury are at an even more of a risk to get another head injury that could be an even worse level of concussion. With having the direct hits, it causes a lot of turmoil in people's life in the long run, which is something that scientists are working hard on now to try and improve the helmets in which it will help the safety of the game. Next, I will be discussing what causes these severe head injuries to arise while playing the game of football. The head-to-head contact in football makes up for the majority of the injuries in football. With the direct blows to the head, they're which causes severe head injuries, and they occur when the players are constantly colliding into each other. And with that repetitive head-to-head contact in football is taking a heavy toll on the players and the sport of football as well. With all these athletes getting head injuries, in which is causing many athletes to have CTE, it is having less and less people want to go out and play the sport of football. Helmets always colliding are hard to stop, but a lot of these are ways to prevent severe injuries from happening. Lastly, I will discuss how they can solve this problem of having major head injury always colliding with head injuries. A way to prevent less concussions from happening is by providing new and stronger equipment and helmets for the players to use. First of all, before athletes play, they need to make sure they have all the proper equipment at all times. Whether that's during the game, during practice, at all times they have to have the proper equipment on. Scientists need to provide a new hybrid type of helmet which has a softer cushion in the inside of the helmet, and also make more durable helmets so they don't feel as much of the contact when they end up hitting each other head to head. Another way is by teaching the players technique to not tackle head first and when they tackle, to hit more on the legs or on the down lower part of the body to tackle or ankles. So, for example of the helmet here, showing the helmet, this is a new hybrid helmet that they've kind of developed, and so it has like a new chrome for the inside of the helmet, and then it has the different points that it's showing. The cushion, you can see like the cushion inside the helmet. So that's inside throughout the entire helmet. It's a lot more cushion and strong, and the helmet can be able to withstand more harder contact if they do get hit helmet to helmet, and then with more cushion inside, they won't have as high of a risk of getting severe head injuries. And they're all, like I said, they're teaching players to not go head first when tackling, using shoulders and hitting low on the legs. So with having this new technology, they can improve the equipment in football, which will have a decline in concussions. Now you have found a better way to prevent more concussions from happening today. Today I talked about why players getting severe head injuries is a problem, what causes them, and how to help fix the problem. With football not having the proper head equipment, it is having a heavy toll on athletes who play the sport of football and the sport in general. With football being such a major sport in America, for people to get the opportunity to play and interact with one another and other people, I think it would be crucial to further develop the safety of the game so that